welcome in. So today we are going to really talk about this in-between that we are in right now, that you may be feeling. I'm sure that you are feeling in some way, in some aspect of your life, because there is so much happening cosmically, and whatever's happening cosmically is what's happening within you too. And it is these shifts that are happening that are truly so exciting and so beautiful and so paradigm shifting for each of us in our own lives. And what that means is that whenever there is something big shifting within the cosmos, and if you're not sure of what this is at the moment, we have quite an eventful week happening in the stars. We have got Saturn, who has just today moved into Aries. We have Neptune and Saturn forming a conjunction in a few days' time, and that is something that is very, very rare. They've been sort of doing this dance together throughout Pisces over the past year, but now they are both hitting a 0 point in in Aries. Saturn and Neptune are hitting a 0 point in Aries, which is if you think about Aries, is the first sign of the zodiac. It is the very beginning of the birth of life, of who you are, of yourself. And Saturn is representative of the 3D world, whilst Neptune is representative of the spiritual world, the highest expression of the spiritual world, the dreams, the unconscious, the collective unconscious, the really like return to source, the return to the divine, the fluidity and the timelessness of life, whereas Saturn is the complete opposite. And when you have these two together, it is very, very potent energy, particularly at a 0 degree, because it is marking this whole new paradigm on birthing that we are entering in life. And I'm going to share a little bit about how I see that playing out. So we have that happening, and then we also have eclipse season. We're in the portal of eclipse, and we have a solar eclipse next week in Aquarius, starting a new eclipse cycle in Aquarius and Leo for the next year and a half. And we also have the year of the horse starting on the same day. So there is a lot happening, and I don't say all of this to get into the hype of it. It's more so I really love to pay attention to patterns, and when I do readings with people, my intention is always to support someone to align with their soul, to align with their unique essence and their unique energies and what's actually happening within them and the unique expression of them that they are to bring and shine in this world, and the blocks, the things that are in the way, what they're here to learn, and so that they can live their soul's highest path. And that's how I love to expand astrology out into seeing these collective shifts, because as within, so without. So, and as without, so within. So what's happening up there is also happening within here. And I say that because and not just myself, I've been speaking to many people, clients and friends, and there has been this energy in the air of this in-between. It's been happening for some time over the past year, because we really went through the completion of a year 9. And at the moment, it really has been landing where the universe has really been asking us over the past few months to fast forward through dissolving blocks, dissolving limitations, moving things that aren't in alignment out of our life. And now we're sort of at this phase which is just before a new beginning. And it feels like, just before, I'm going to shift the analogy I use, because it's not really so much. I was going to say just before a storm comes, it's like that silence, that peace, but we're not going to play in the world of it being a storm. It's actually really beautiful. If you're ever out near a beach and you're watching the waves, and you see the lull, or particularly if any of you are surfers, and you're out there and you're in this lull, and you can feel the momentum of the waves way further out that you can't see that are coming, and you feel your wave is starting to come, or you're watching the waves and you can see this lull, but you can see the momentum building from out the back, and it's just like at any moment the waves are going to start to come, but they're not quite there. That's sort of what this energy has been feeling like, as well as this real purging of anything that is in alignment. And it has felt a little bit heavy recently. And so I want to remind you that that is not a bad thing. That is not that you're doing something wrong. That is not that you're lost. That is not that you're confused. That's not that you're on the wrong path. Because even I've sat with this. And yes, I've had to let go of a lot of things over this past year. And really what I see this energy as that we're in right now is this invitation to truly anchor back into yourself, to anchor back into your heart, to anchor into your soul, to anchor into the divine, knowing that everything is working for you, everything is working out for you. And rather than trying to figure things out or force things or do things or question things, to let the energy move, to let yourself feel everything that is coming up, to let yourself just sit in it, be in it, let the energy move through you. Just like we wouldn't sit in a lull out in the ocean and be like making splashes of like the water needs to come faster, the waves need to come faster, where are the waves, do I need to be? It's like, no, we just sit, we just be, and we just let everything move through. Because if you really think about the energies of birth, of clarity, of birthing something, of hitting the breakthrough, of receiving the breakthrough, of stepping into it, that happens from a system that is calm, that is coherent, that is centered. And the invitation right now is this knowing that things are going to start changing this year. You can feel it in the air. Things are going to be different. But the clarity isn't fully there. It's coming. It's there. It is there, but it's not landing in our human minds fully. And that's okay. That's natural. That is part of this journey of being able to trust. And really what I see this as being able to really anchor into this embodied trust. Because what I especially see with this Saturn and Neptune conjunction forming, and then Saturn's going to move on from Neptune and they're going to separate a little bit, but what I see from this is more so this opening into, and you can take this on if you like, this opening into embodied spirituality, bringing our soul into our body, bringing our soul alive and truly living from the expression of our soul, living from alignment in our soul. The path forward isn't going to really allow us to choose the things that we aren't in alignment with our soul. That's what I truly am all about. That is everything I do in my work is all about, is living in alignment with our souls, because that is what we're here to do. That is what spirituality truly is. It is simply the remembrance of your essence and living that into life, bridging heaven to earth, and focusing on that within yourself, focusing on your frequency and letting your soul frequency express out and lead the way. And this conjunction truly is this birthing and the ability to do that, and then allow yourself to lead your life from that space. And the reason this is powerful is because it is in Aries, and so we are having this energy of just new beginnings, fresh starts. And particularly if you have had Saturn in Pisces, you're finally going to have a breather, and Saturn's going to move into Aries, so it's going to be very different. But definitely just overall the energy is different. The energy that we are feeling is going to shift. We're also having other outer planets move over this next year too, which is going to be very, very powerful. So it's all things that we haven't seen in this lifetime that we've lived yet, but at the same time it's also going to be an introduction into this ability that is for each of us to live as the sovereign beings that we are, to live from our soul, like to finally be in a time where we are free to live from our soul and let our light shine. And that is what I see the astrology as right now. That is what I see the energy as right now. And the invitation for you is to really tune into how can you use this to connect more with your soul, to connect more with your inner guidance, to connect more with where life is taking you. And even if there are doubts right now, even if there are things coming through that you're not sure what path it is that you're on, or you're not sure where you're going, that's okay. Let life reveal it to you. Let your soul reveal it to you. And the way that that can happen, though, is when you are so anchored in you. You are so anchored in your frequency. You are so anchored in knowing yourself, in knowing when your energy is off, in knowing the difference between there being a block and there being something new coming through you, in knowing and showing up for yourself, removing those blocks, dissolving the blocks, and connecting to who you truly are. That is the path forward. It is from you that your life expresses, and we are going to see that more and more in that remembrance that you are creating your reality in alignment with the universe, and that at any moment it can change. And the invitation that I hope that you get from this is that right now, if you're feeling it, it's okay. And to let this land in your body, to come back to this if you need to trust in yourself and in the universe that is working for you, and to let life reveal itself to you, and let your soul reveal the path to you that you are going to take this year and beyond. And to also know that you're not alone in this. Life is supporting you. Life is mirroring to you all the time. And no matter what it looks like, you are so held. You are so safe. You are so supported, and you've got this. So I hope that this served you. I hope that you felt this. I hope that this activated something in you. If you have any questions or any comments, feel free to share them. I would love to hear from you. You can share it in the comments, or you can send me an email. I would love to hear from you, and I am sending you so much love. I hope that you have a beautiful day or night wherever you are, and I hope that you just enjoy this phase, enjoy the journey that is to come, and enjoy what life reveals to you.